Hi everyone, and welcome back to Sidewalks. Thanks for joining me today on the show. This is baby David joining me today. He's super excited because we have a fun interview coming up. We're going to talk to the singer and songwriter and actress, Mandy Moore. That's all coming up on Sidewalks. You excited, David? All right. All right, our next guest is Emmy, Grammy, and Golden Globe nominated actress, producer, singer, and songwriter, who is known for her many hit songs and starring roles. But did you know she's a self-proclaimed cat lover? Moore is teaming up with Purina Cat Chow as they celebrate their 60th anniversary and the impact cats have on our lives. We'd like to welcome Mandy Moore to Sidewalks. Mandy, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yeah, we are so happy. I found out that you were a cat lover, and I was like, yes, I'm a cat lover too.
Yay!
But I also wanted to start off by saying that I told my toddler, my daughter, that I'm talking to Rapunzel today, and she screamed. And then my husband asked, wait, you mean Mandy Moore from the hit song Candy? And I was like, yeah, Candy. And then I was like, yeah, the Emmy-nominated actress from that hit show. So we are all very excited to hear from you today. And gosh, I just wanted to kind of go down memory lane with you, Mandy. You've come a long way from your start. Can we maybe take a look back before all the fame kind of happened for you? Do you realize maybe the time that you wanted to be an artist, or maybe a moment that you remember that it kind of sank in for you?
Yeah, I mean, professionally, I've been doing this since I was 15, but I had dreams from the age of 6, I would say. I remember very distinctly watching, being in the audience of a school play of Oklahoma, and watching the young woman on stage sing "Oh, What a Beautiful Morning." And I remember like turning around and watching everyone sort of looking in awe of her performance and realizing like, I want to do that. I want to make people feel that way. And that sort of, I don't know, was just this light bulb moment for me that, oh, yeah, I think this is something that I'm interested in. No one in my family, especially my immediate family, is like remotely artistic. So it was a real step in a different direction for me. But I was very driven. I would, call the newspaper. The newspaper had this audition hotline, I remember, every Friday afternoon. I would get home from school and I would call and sort of like write down all of the local like productions, theater productions that were asking for, kids my age to audition for specific roles. And I really like had to force my mom and dad into recognizing that this is something I was truly passionate about. And I didn't want to play soccer or basketball or cheerleading. I really I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to sing and I wanted to act. And and somehow it's carried me through all these years later. I mean, I never would have imagined. I never could have dreamed that, 20 plus years later, I would actually have a career in this industry. It was just a pipe dream to think like, maybe I could be on Broadway one day, like I could be, in the chorus of some show. I mean, I never could have imagined. So I'm incredibly grateful to be able to still get to do what I love to do all these years later.
Right. I mean, and you've done so much, obviously, from the song Candy, which is the one that always comes to our mind and everybody's mind. I feel like we know you. We grew up with that song. I grew up with that song. So it's like a nostalgic for me when I hear it from ex-boyfriends back in the day. But
that's sweet.
I just want to know if like for you as a performer back in the day and even now, do you still get nervous?
Yes.
I mean, I still get nervous performing.
All the time. And you know what? I've come to recognize that like those nerves, I've tried to retrain my brain and reframe it into just being excited. I'm like, oh, this matters to me. That's why I'm nervous, or that's why I'm excited, or that's why I feel this rush of adrenaline. Like the stakes feel high. So trying to reframe it that way, and yeah, just recognize like, it's okay. It's good. It like injects a certain kind of energy that I'm glad I still feel affected in that way. Like doing something like this and being able to speak to you sometimes makes me more nervous than doing anything. You know what I mean? Like I'm much more comfortable losing myself in a role or being on stage like performing or something. Sometimes just doing the one-on-one like personal thing or having to speak to a room full of people, I'm like, I can't catch my breath. But again, I try to focus on the positive and I'm like, it matters and that's okay. It's a good thing.
I feel you for that. Yeah, something about that nerves is also it's part of the passion of ours.
Yeah, it fuels you.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to also talk about, your music. It has been some time since you released your new music, and you had a lot going on, especially with your incredible roles, acting and becoming a mom, which congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm wondering for you, now that you've become a mom, how does it feel to be a mom of 2 kids?
I know, it all happens so fast. I feel like it's, not to sound cheesy, but it is the greatest role I could have ever asked for. I can't imagine life any other way now. And it's the thing I'm most proud of and obviously matters the most to me. I feel lucky that I can balance it out with the career side of my life and having that sort of fulfilled and that part of my identity still very present, coupled with, being a parent and being there for my family. And everything I do now is just, with them in mind. It's the greatest. It serves as, I'm able to bring that to my job as well in every way. It colors things. It gives something more texture than I ever could have imagined. Whether it's as an actor, whether it's as a musician, it's really like, it's so wild how it just broke me open and unlocked me in a way I never could have imagined.
Right? Yeah, having kids is like life-changing.
Game changer.
And it changes everything.
Everything.
Obviously for you, you're such a busy person with, adjusting to projects. How is that like for you, like with the 2 kids? Because for me with 2 kids, I'm like, like I said earlier, trying to make my Target order and rush the kids out the door.
Everybody's busy. Like my life is busy, but everybody's life is busy. And you just, some days you feel like you're on top of the ball, and other days you're like, I am falling apart at the seams. And I think that's just part of parenthood and being human, and I try to have grace for myself and recognize that no day is going to look the same, and therefore like I'm just going to breathe my way through it and I'll figure it out, and it'll help me next time I'm in this situation where I feel overwhelmed or underwater or whatever. I feel like once you start to get the hang of things, like that's when everything shifts, which is fine. It keeps you on your toes, and I feel lucky. I have these 2 incredibly sweet, gentle boys, and I really couldn't ask for anything more.
That's so awesome. Well, now kind of segueing in from kids to cats, another reason you're here is to talk about your love for cats, which I'm so excited that you are. I'm a cat lover. I'm curious, like, how many cats do you have, and where did you find them?
Yeah, we're big cat advocates and cat lovers in our household. Always have been. I grew up with cats. Cats were our childhood pets, and they've just been sort of a staple, a touchstone in my life. I haven't known life without kitties. So my husband and I, we have 3 rescue cats, Fig, Peanut, and Olivia. And being able to introduce our, animal children to our human children and seeing their interaction and the bond that they already have there's truly nothing sweeter. I'm so grateful for that as well.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to convince my husband to get a cat because I grew up with cats, and he was like, we have 2 kids, like, but cats are easy. They have like their own lives. They like to do their own thing. We don't have to take them out to the restroom.
Yeah, they're definitely lower maintenance, but once you find the love of a cat, it's like, talk about a game changer. Your life will never be the same.
It's therapeutic, I told him. I'm telling you, it's gonna lower your stress if you have a cat.
Oh, truly.
So, I mean, you've partnered now with Purina Cat Chow. So tell us a little bit more about the Cat Chow 60 Years Stories program. This sounds so exciting.
It's really great. I mean, I, being the cat lover that I am, being able to partner with Cat Chow to help them celebrate their 60th anniversary, if you can believe that, is a thrill for me. I mean, so what we're asking is we're searching for personal stories from folks, from other fellow cat lovers and cat owners, young and old, to sort of share how cats have positively impacted their lives. And Cat Chow is going to select 60 of those stories to be compiled into a book. And all of the storytellers selected are going to receive a copy of the book, a year's supply of Cat Chow, and then one lucky storyteller also will receive a $10,000 cash prize. So for those of us who love cats and know cats and have so many stories to tell about them, it's a no-brainer to be a part of this.
Oh my God, I think I'm going to submit for it.
Yeah, so we're asking folks to go to catchow.com/60years through August 13th to submit their story. But that's also the website that you can go to pre-order the book come Halloween. And then it will be available for purchase in early December, so right in time for the holidays for all of our feline lovers out there. And the best part is that the book, all the proceeds from the book are going to benefit an incredible nonprofit organization called Pet Partners, which helps train pet owners and their pets to be therapy animals.
Oh, it was such a delight to have you here with us today, Mandy. And thanks to Mandy Moore for joining us today for that interview. You can learn more about the Purina Cat Chow book by going to their website.
For more full-length celebrity interviews, visit us at sidewalkstv.com, our YouTube channel, and don't forget to follow us on social media.